And now I'm going to be making the handles on each side of the treasure chest. So the handles are going to be like a rope, like so you can pick it up on each side, because right now I'm having to pick it up down here and hold it up here, and like it's going to get heavy and once stuff is in there and once it's painted. So we want to create some rope on the side. So I'm just taking an old t-shirt. I'm a promotional model and I have like these old t-shirts that I don't need at all. I have a lot of them. So we're gonna just take this and cut the sleeves off. We're gonna cut the sleeves off of this. I can't believe I've created my very, very first mermaid treasure chest. Ah! So cool. All right, so I don't need that part anymore since the sleeves are cut. And I don't need this part either. It's where the wrist part goes on the shirt. I don't need that. So I may as well get rid of it too. Cut it off. I'm doing both of them at the exact same time. Like I'm cutting both of them at the same time. But you don't have to do that because it is definitely making it a lot more difficult for me. And as you guys know, I don't have box cutter shears and I don't have fabric shears. These are just regular scissors that you don't even call shears. Just regular scissors. All right, so that one didn't get all the way cut. So let's recut like the top area up here. Let's recut this part. This is how we're gonna make our rope. Okay, whoops. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped it all. We don't want to do that. All right, so we have the two pieces, and I'm going to, now that everything is like, you know what, I'm going to cut this other side. I'm going to cut this side just because I still have the two pieces together right now. So I might as well go ahead and cut this other side off. And then there's still this little wrist part that wants to hang on. No, get out of here. Okay. So we have this. We're going to go ahead and cut this line off, this seam of the shirt, because we don't need the seam of the sleeve at all for the rope. So that can go. And I'm still cutting them both at the same time, which, like I said, you really don't need to do that. It's making it a lot harder for me to cut when I do that. So here we go. Put something down so you can just kind of like stay in one spot as I'm cutting this. Because you want to cut and like pull at the same time. I'm trying not to cut too much of the sleeve. I just want to cut the seam off. Everything is so difficult when I have these terrible, terrible scissors here. So here we go. So it's not going to be even, but it doesn't have to be even. That's for sure. I'm sure there's a much easier way to get these seams cut, but as you guys know, I do everything the hard way. So, all right, so there's the seam. It's cut off of the shirt. Now I can start working with just like one sleeve at a time. I don't need to keep working with both of them. because it's way too difficult to cut. So now I need to cut this other side off. Well, actually, I could leave that side, couldn't I? I guess technically I could leave it. No, like it doesn't have to be cut on each side. I could just go ahead and, yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. We're gonna make, so now that your sleeve is cut off, I'm not gonna cut this other side because it's not really necessary because we're making a rope. Who's gonna see it? Nobody. I'm the only one that's gonna know. And all of you watching this broadcast. Okay, so we're gonna make this into 3 strips, right? And those 3 strips are gonna now become our rope for the for this side rope here, right? So we only need to have 3 pieces. I really do need another, I need something else to like hold this down so I can do this pretty straight. Like it doesn't have to be even, but I want it to be pretty straight, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just take a little bit of this tape. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just take some tape. So I was trying to get it weighted down by that candle, but that is just not working. So, perfect. Now, haha, I have a nice little working area here. I can cut this into 3 things. So here we go. And let's do, so we have 1. Of course, the tape doesn't want to stay. You know, things just don't want to work with you. Everything wants to like be all crazy and work against you when you're trying to do your DIYs. You're like, come on, tape. And this is going to be our rope braid for the treasure box. You guys can see the treasure chest behind me. It looks so good. Hasn't been painted yet. It hasn't gotten all of the detail with the accessories. You know, like the little knobs that go on there and stuff. It hasn't gotten any of that stuff yet. This is literally just the, you know, the foundation. The foundation of it all. So it's not quite the finished product, but it's coming. That's why we're making this rope. This amazing, cool rope. Okay, we don't need that piece. Throw that over there. Finish cutting all the way through. And it's going to be just like you braid your hair, right? Just like you braid your hair. It's going to be just like that. Now, if you don't know how to braid your hair, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But I know how to braid my hair, so I'm not going to have, like, any issues right now at all. So I'm going to take my 3 pieces, right? Take my 3 pieces. And I'm going to take them down again. When I list what you'll need for the project, I forgot to put tape. So you definitely need some tape. It's always good to have tape around. Always. I even forgot to list the lady calls it paper tape, but I call it masking tape. Is it masking tape? Yeah, I think it's masking tape. I forgot to list that too because I had ran out. All right, so I'm just taking it here and I'm making a tight tight braid. As tight as I can possibly get it. To where it doesn't like come loose, right? So keep pulling on it, keep pulling on it. You want to make a nice tight braid. Look at that. Oh yeah, just like you're braiding your hair. Looking good. Oh, my camera's moving. Because I used my camera. I taped everything to the camera. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize it was moving. You guys should like tell me that it's moving. I didn't even, oh my gosh. It's unraveling. Okay, hold on, just everyone, hold on. We got to get this back in check here. Have some janky braid. All right, there it is. We did it. All the way to the end. All right, so now you have everything tied to the end. You want to take it and you want to make a knot. Do we want to make a knot or do we want to just put a hair tie in it? Oh no, the knot is like looking like it's looking good. But since we want this to go through the box, like we want this part to go through the box, and that's going to be like a really big hole. So I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is take a hair tie. So be right back. We got to get a hair tie. Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, so you got to take a hair tie and tie up these ends because, hold on, let's see, here we go. Here's a little one. Because we don't want this to come loose. Okay, you guys see that? Perfect. So now we have a perfect little hair. Now this is better. This is much better to go through the, like a hole for the box. We'll see. I mean, we'll have to play with it. It may not be big enough or something, and then we'll just have to redo it, and that's fine. So, okay, here is the other end. You put that there. You put your tape. This is your tape. You're just taping. All I did was just tape the end, the other end, and now I'm taking this end. And I'm just going to tighten it up because, of course, it had tape on it, so it wasn't that tight. Okay, perfect. Take a little hair tie. And tie that up. Oh my goodness. Perfect. So this doesn't want to go, for some reason. It doesn't want to go all the way through. That's fine. Oh, yeah, yes it will. Just have to work with it. It was a little bit of a different size than the other one. But look at that, it's going through. Okay, come on, you can do it. Perfect. Woo! All right, so this is your rope. This is one piece, right? This is your rope. This is what you're going to be using as your handles on the treasure box. So this is your prep work for your handles on the treasure box. I didn't want mine to be much bigger than this. And it's going to go through and it's going to hang and it's going to be awesome. All right, so just from an old t-shirt. All right, guys, so I am going to do the other side. Make sure you guys keep following because I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how we're going to do the knobs for the treasure chest box. The knobs, or like the little like they're like jewelry, I guess. When you think of a treasure chest is like a box, and then I think of it as like a belt that goes across on top of it to keep it together, and that's just how I think of like a treasure box. So you've got to have like the little knobs, the little fancies, and we also still need to make the lock. So those are all coming up. So keep watching.